Hey Divine Collective, what's good? It's Remembrance the Oracle, and I'm back to do another reading for y'all. I hope that y'all are doing well on this beautiful, beautiful Monday, honey. Let's go ahead and get into the vibes and see what Spirit has for y'all. We're starting with our synchronicities, as we always do. Pay attention to these. You might already be seeing them, or you're being instructed to look out for them if this reading resonates with you, okay? Once we get to the end, we'll check out and see what the Zodiac signs are that are resonating the most, okay? It's funny I said check out. Hey, for some of you guys, I don't know if you're in a checkout line. You're listening to me with your headphones on. Maybe you're running some errands. You're in the car listening to me. You could have just got home from running errands or some sort of vibes like that, okay? Let's do 2 more shuffles here. And 1 more. All right, Spirit. What's going on with Divine Collective? What do they need to know today? What's going on with Divine Collective? Some of y'all, you could have just had something sticky. You could have ate something sticky here. Or I'm seeing like a stain on somebody's shirt. Maybe like candy or chicken or something. What's going on here, Spirit? So I have 666 reflect coming out here. 666 reflect. It says several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. So I'm going to tell y'all what I'm getting off rip right now. Don't chew my head off, please. But this almost feels like to me is somebody from the past and somebody wants to revisit with you. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Not saying you gotta fuck with this person. But I do kind of feel like somebody is, I'm back and I'm better. Somebody is back and they're better or some sort of shit like that. And again, everybody is different too. Maybe for a handful of y'all, maybe you have been waiting on somebody to get their shit together. Maybe you are in love with this person or some shit, and you've been hoping that, maybe y'all get brought back together or something. And then I feel like there's another group of y'all as well too, that maybe somebody is back, they're better, they want to see if you want to try it again, and it's still fuck you, bitch. Put yourself where you need to go, okay? But I do feel like somebody has done some sort of self-love work here. They've done some sort of shadow work. They've gone within, okay? And it feels like to me somebody is back to return. Especially, too, considering it says several unexpected developments here. I'm going to not take all of these. I'm going to take the one that's on top here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out here. Good luck. It says you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. So somebody is. I do. I just feel like there's confirmation. Somebody has finally gotten on the right track. Again, that does not mean you got to be with this motherfucker. Okay? But it feels like to me there's something that's going on, or maybe this could be somebody's counterpart or some sort of vibes like this. And it's funny to me. I did confirmation, not coincidence before I did this reading, although y'all won't see confirmation, not coincidence until after this reading. But something like that did come out about a twin flame relieving themselves from some sort of a karmic relationship here, kind of tapping into who it is that they actually are, what they're doing, and all types of bullshit like that. So somebody is. I feel like somebody is coming back, or they're making a comeback or some sort of shit. Their foolish ways. Yeah, look at that. 2-2-2 alignment. So whoever this person is, I feel like they're in some form of alignment. I'm feeling like you beat this person to the punch or some sort of shit. It's funny to me. It's 101 on my clock. 101 in our deck is starting over. So confirmation. Somebody wants to start over with you. Ciao. Well, what you gonna do? Feels like to me the ball is in your court. It says, how do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose here. So maybe you separating from somebody forced them into this awakening, or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. It feels like to me, maybe you had to create some sort of absence for somebody to feel something. Like, I feel like whoever this individual was, they were definitely struggling when it came to loving you. But y'all know they didn't love themselves. So I feel like whatever somebody was doing here to you, and it doesn't always have to be cheating either. That could have been something that you dealt with or some sort of shit like that. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But it could also be this vibe of somebody who just wasn't on the same type of time as you. They have a different traumas and different wounds here that's preventing them from being the man or being the woman or the them, they that you thought that they would have been, or that they would have stepped up to the plate to be. So it kind of feels like to me somebody had to go deep within themselves to figure something out here. Comfort fucking Mation. Bottom of the deck here is 1001. So somebody has just gone through their dark night of the soul, honey. It says a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So somebody's had a spiritual awakening, an unexpected shift coming out here. We already had unexpected developments. So, hey, I feel like for some of you guys, you're getting some sort of message here. It's like, damn, I wasn't expecting this shit. Do I want them back? Do I not want them back? I got the big break here. Hold your vision. Damn, a lot of fives. A lot of fives and ones coming out here as well, too. So, yeah, a person in particular has changed here. And even, too, 1515, 1551. There's ones on the opposite side of each other. So it almost feels like to me somebody is, again, they want to know, like, are you still willing to, like, be with me or whatever you want to do? And then, like I said, the ball is in your court. It says it's up to you coming out here. Compassion, release. So maybe for some of you guys, you might still have some sort of compassion for this person, love for this person. And I feel like for some of y'all, you might be on the type of time here where you want to leave something where it's at. Maybe you're moved on in a new relationship now. Maybe you're in a space where it's kind of like, you know what, I just don't want to revisit that. So there's something that's going on here where you need to follow your gut feeling here. But somebody has changed. Oh my God, look at that shit. 101, right after change. Someone has changed and they want to start over. This could be somebody's twin flame here, 1111. I can't make this shit the fuck up. I can't make this up. So for some of y'all, you might not be in a twin flame situation. Everybody does not have a twin flame either. So, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest, honey. But please, don't be trying to chop my head off, because I can already tell. Somebody going to be like, fuck that bitch. Fuck him. I hate his ass. I hate her ass. I'm sorry. I didn't do it to you, okay? Don't beat me up. Let's see what's going on here. I was seeing this deck in my head while I was channeling here. Gotta dust you off. What's at the bottom here? I have gratitude coming out here. So somebody has some form of gratitude here for what it is that they've gone through. Maybe the fact that they've met you. Somebody could be 35 as well, too. Yeah, look at this. I have a healer coming out here. So this person, they're healed. And again, nobody's 100% healed, but they've done some sort of work here. I feel like somebody is grateful to have met you. Spirit team is telling me to pull this out. Somebody, you could be 32 as well. Y'all could be in y'all's 30s here. Okay? 30 to 39. Maybe early 40s or some sort of shit like that. Okay? The colors pink or purple could hold significance here. But somebody, they've healed themselves. They realize who they are. Somebody realizes that there's some form here of a divine masculine or a divine feminine. I feel like somebody was obviously struggling. Spirit, what else is going on here? There could also be something here. I don't know if there's like an age difference between the two of you guys, maybe by 3 years or something like that. Or what else is going on here, Spirit? Let's do one more shuffle. I like his set. Nice brown set. I like the way it hangs though. It's like nice and baggy. I should yell out the window, I like your fit. I got safe travel coming out here. Safe travel. So it's safe somewhere now? Maybe there's something going on here with this person's safety. Concern them? Now, I'm pretty sure maybe some of y'all know something about this person's lifestyle, their childhood, how they grew up, or some sort of shit like that. But even here too, I'm hearing cross paths, cross paths. Something here about these arrows, a bow and arrow here. Maybe somebody was really thinking about you over this past weekend as well too, you know, with V-Day going on and everything. But it feels like to me, when you cross paths with this person, number 30 on this card, it feels like to me there was something going on with them where, like, obviously it still wasn't the time. That's what something feels like to me. It still wasn't the time. They still didn't feel safe or some sort of shit. I feel like there was a soul recognition here. That's what something kind of feels like to me. A soul recognition, a soul resonance. Maybe this vibe of like, I know you, I remember you. Especially with 666 being the first thing that came out as our synchronicities. So it's like, I feel like somebody was able to like identify you. Or it's like, do I know you from someplace else? Or some sort of vibes like that. But when y'all cross paths, this person was not ready. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have shadow work and I have psychic coming out here, okay? For some of y'all, you could be a psychic here, some form of a spiritualist, okay? But it feels like to me, again, there's something to me going on where I feel like you were kind of ahead of this person. Maybe you were going through some form of shadow work here as well, too. But it feels like to me, this person, they didn't even know what the hell shadow work was at the time. Maybe even, too, there was some sort of rhetoric here that you were saying or speaking about or some sort of shit like that. And this person is like, what are you talking about? What is shadow work? Or what is this? Or what is that? It kind of feels like to me somebody was clueless. And it kind of feels like to me you were trying to put somebody on, but you made them very uncomfortable. Now, again, that's not your fault. You know? And it feels like to me it's also not this person's fault in so many words for what it is that they knew when they met you. But it does kind of feel like to me, again, everything happens in divine timing, but I kind of feel like this person could have stepped up to the plate more. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. So it's like y'all crossed paths. You opened up this person. You mirrored back at them like maybe their own wounds or what they were going through, what it is that they could be. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. And they darted in the other direction. It was like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this shit. How can you see right through me? And maybe this person was kind of comparing you to other people that they have dealt with as well, too. Like maybe they could kind of get their way, manipulate motherfuckers, and all types of shit. But it's something about you seeing this person that made them uncomfortable. What else here, Spirit? I have home coming out here. So this is funny to me. You feel like home to someone. There could also be something, every time I get this card, it always makes me think about the save button on the social media post. So it feels like to me, save her for me. Bryson Tiller is holding significance. Somebody is hoping that you would be saved for them. Like saved for them, still available to them. Somebody is hoping like you still love them. Like I hope that this person still loves me. This is my home. Maybe the home that somebody never had. There is definitely something that went on with this person's home life. But I feel like now somebody knows you only wanted the best for them. You only wanted to be a safe space for them. You didn't want to hurt them. But it feels like to me the things that you were requiring of this person that they were going to have to do for themselves eventually, it just caused them too much. Well, it's too much. Somebody could have considered you like you doing too much or why? What? Like, I feel like somebody was frustrated or some sort of shit. And then you started getting frustrated trying to fix this person or heal this person. And at the end of the day, it's like you can lead someone to the water, but you can't make them drink it, right? It's like it's not your responsibility, but it's like because you love this person, it's like you just want the best. You just want to grow with this person. You just want to love on this person. But it is. I feel like somebody did not receive that love at the crib. Literally, maybe from the time they were, in a crib here or some shit. So they just, you know. What else here, Spirit? My boy got the fucking windows down, the sunroof open. I mean, it's warm, but it ain't that warm. I had my little windows cracked earlier, but damn. We are ready, honey. Okay, we are ready. The Midwest is getting some good weather. What's the weather like where y'all are at? Where are y'all watching me from? Put in the comments. Where are y'all watching me from? What else here, Spirit? People is outside. I have new life coming out here. Yeah. So this person, they are. I'm telling you, it's something about this person being new, being ready for you now. They might even feel like a new person. There might even be something going on here where it's like, I almost want to say like you don't recognize them. Like, again, I feel like there's still a soul resonance here, but there could even be something different about their appearance. I don't know if this is going to be like their hair. This would just simply be their aura, the way that they're shining, the way that they're glowing. I feel like you'll be able to see some form of heaviness removed from this person. Now, again, you don't have to rock with this person if you don't want to, but I do feel like somebody is going to approach you. Or at the very least, they're going to hit you up, possibly even on social media while I'm talking about that. And you're going to be looking at this person's pictures like, what in the world? They look totally different. Some of y'all might have this person blocked or whatever the case may be. But it feels like to me somebody they do. And there's something here about home life where I feel like they want to create life with you. They want to create life with you. They want to have kids with you or something here. What else here, Spirit? I have time coming out here. Yeah, so this is the divine timing. I do. I don't know why I have this vibe of like, y'all are like cussing me out. And then I feel like there's a couple of people in the background who probably watch me. Maybe they don't want to admit it in the comments, but like, I've been waiting for this shit. So I do. And then of course you can see the moon and the sun here as well too. So it is. Y'all know I love when the sun and the moon come out together more than the emperor and the empress. Because you can't beat planets, honey. To me, that's really divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Like you took it there. It's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting. Maybe your sun or your moon can hold heavy significance as well too when we get to the end of the reading. As far as like what your zodiac signs are here. Okay. There could be something here about Amun Ra as well too. What else here, Spirit? Somebody could be 41, 48, 43. Somebody could be born on April 10th, October 4th. Somebody could be born in March as well too. I have magic coming out here, and then I also have power coming out here. Magic and power. So it almost feels like to me somebody had to recognize their power. They had to recognize their magic. That they could beat their issues, their challenges, or their problems here. There could even be something going on here where somebody was under some form of spell work here. Or under some form of an illusion. Whether that was a little bit of this and a little bit of that in regards to some herbal shit. Or animals being cut up and chopped up here. Or some crazy shit. Or, you know. This could even just be something on replay. Look at that doggy. He is outside having the time of his life. He got the zoomies. Do-do-do. Somebody has the zoomies when it comes to you or some shit. Somebody is trying to run to you. They do. Like somebody, if this is somebody you want back and the both of y'all are like still on the same page, they are excited. This person is like gonna kiss the fucking ground that you're walking on or some sort of shit like that. Somebody is geeked. Geeked up. Geeked up. Geeked up. Somebody is geeked the fuck up. So I feel like somebody here had to recognize exactly who it is that they are. I feel like this person, they have some sort of gifts here as well too. Maybe those gifts are coming online for them. They're starting to recognize and remember who it is that they are. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, there could be. There could even have been something that went on there. They went to go see some sort of a healer here. And I feel like not only are they grateful for you, but they're grateful for whoever this healer is. Because maybe they exposed to this person that they were under some form of magic here. They had to call their power back to themselves here. What else here, Spirit? I have lucky, boundaries, and shift coming out here. Lucky. So y'all know I don't do luck. I do blessings here. Shift and boundaries. So it almost feels like to me somebody's ready to reap their blessings here or their benefits here. I do kind of feel like if there is some form of a reunion here for the two of you guys, if you want this person back, I do kind of feel like it's obviously coming with some level of boundaries here. I feel like there's some things that you've learned in your past connection with this individual that it's like you're not going to allow for something to happen again. And you know what's one of the things that it kind of feels like to me? Is this person running away from their emotions. They're running away from their emotions, how it is that they feel, what they think. That's what something feels like to me. Like somebody was emotionally unavailable. And that's funny because that shit's been kind of coming out in our confirmation, not coincidence readings. It's like I feel like somebody felt like they were lucky to have met you. Again, they're lucky, they're grateful to have met you. Like essentially you put this person on their path. You helped them change their life. So now as this person is shifting, right, they want to come back into your direction. Safe travel here. What else here, Spirit? I have courage coming out here. Courage, courage. Somebody wants you to be able to trust them again. That's what something feels like to me. It's like somebody's like, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. Somebody wants one more fucking chance. Somebody could be 37 here. Possibly 26. You could have been born in September here. February. Child. Somebody wants one more chance, y'all. I already know y'all watching this reading like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, I know the majority of y'all are. What is this? I have karmic path coming out here. Karmic path. So for some of y'all, it kind of feels like to me, some of y'all might see this person as a karmic now. Like, you know, you chose the karmic path. I've moved on. I'm done. I don't really want to revisit. It is what it is. You want a new life, but okay, cool. So I do. Honestly, I feel like I'm reading half and half energy here. I do. I feel like some of y'all might agree to this new life or this home here. Like, you know what? Let's go ahead and fucking do it. I've been missing you. I still love you. I ain't with nobody else, or I ain't da 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 da. And then I feel like for another handful of y'all, it's like, can you give me one more chance? And you're like, no. I just kind of feel like this is a karmic situation at this point, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's unexpected. Like, congratulations. I'm happy that you've healed yourself, or you started your journey here, but I don't think I want to do it. So you just have to do what you feel like is best for you. Again, what does your spirit team say? Listen to your gut feeling. Right? Again, you're psychic here. Right? 0440. So, hey, this person, I feel like they can't be mad at you. I feel like somebody, like if you were to say no, they wouldn't be mad, but they definitely would be disappointed. Like, damn. What else here, Spirit? I have knowledge coming out here. Yeah, so somebody has gained some sort of knowledge here. They've sat with themselves. There could be something here about meditation, prayer. Okay? But I do feel like somebody has some sort of like a spiritual teacher or some sort of shit like that. Spiritual teacher, spiritual counsel here. And it's not just giving me their ancestors or their spirit guides, but it's giving me like an actual physical person here. But I feel like somebody put some sort of knowledge on them. Might even have told this person, like, you know, that's your divine feminine, right? That's your divine masculine. And it's like, wait, what are you talking about? Or almost this vibe of like, well, they did used to talk to me about shadow work and stuff. And so there could even be something here where what a healer has said to them sounds familiar or some sort of shit like that. Yeah. But somebody has helped them to transmute this energy. So somebody has some sort of knowledge now on how to transmute energy. Somebody, you could be 44, 34, 37. I don't know if I said that already. What else here, Spirit? I have death coming out here. Out with the old, in with the new. 36 on this card. It's like somebody is like, I promise you. They're promising you. I have fire coming out here. Somebody could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. But to me, this is all the energy of taking action. Somebody who's still passionate about you. They still love you. There could even be something here about roses as well, too. For some of you guys, too, maybe even in appearance, you could have like a darker appearance or darker features, like dark hair. Maybe you like to wear dark clothing or some sort of vibes like that. Or I'm even seeing somebody who has like siren eyes as well, too. Or it's kind of like you're kind of mysterious, but you're kind of sexy. Or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. That could even be something else that's going on here. Somebody, they've just been wondering what you've been up to. What you've been up to, what you're doing. Or some sort of shit like that. Hell, maybe somebody's even getting some sort of readings on you. Maybe going to some sort of a psychic here, a healer, to see what's going on with you. Maybe in what ways it is that you're shifting here. Like, what are my chances? And maybe somebody was like, I mean, it could be yes, it could be no. Maybe somebody got a probability of 50-50 here. Okay? And then, like I said, because I do feel like I'm feeling two different energies, maybe for some of y'all, it's like, this person, more than likely, they could say yes. And then for some of y'all on the flip side, more than likely, they could say no. What else here, Spirit? Look at that. I have Divine Feminine coming out here. So, listen, Divine Feminine, I feel like your Divine Masculine is headed in your direction, honey. But it feels like to me it's because somebody, why am I hearing India.Arie? I'm ready to love. Somebody is ready to love. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I'd quickly give my freedom. What she said? To be held in your captivity. Okay, somebody's ready for all the joy and the pain and all the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. Okay? And then this is so funny. I feel like this was you. Lately, I've been thinking maybe you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. They say watch what you ask for because you might receive. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'll say the same thing. So the crazy thing is, I feel like you were somebody that this person was praying for. Like the love that was missing. You represented the love that was missing for this person. But it's like they weren't mature enough. They weren't ready. And now they're like, you know what? I'm done this work. I'm fucking ready. Would you please lend me your ear? I need you to acknowledge that I'm here. So even if there's something that goes on where this person reaches out to you and you don't want to be with them, it's like somebody just wants to, like, I feel like even thank you. Like, thank you for putting me on this path. You don't got to get back with me or nothing like that, but I just want to say thank you. So I feel like that's something that's going on here. And right here, if you give me half a chance, I'll prove this to you. I will be patient, kind, faithful, and true. So, hey, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So it's like somebody, they're ready to love. They're open to receive. They want that baby. Yeah, they feel like this is a new time. It's a new season. It's a new moon. I'm manifesting you, boo. Those are the fucking vibes. I don't know what our next new moon is, but maybe that can hold significance here. Okay? What's at the bottom? Yeah, look at this. I have a spiritual cleansing coming out. So it's like, I feel like that's one of the things that you're going to notice that is so different about this person as well, too. Like, their spirituality is going to be through the roof. Or some sort of shit. There could even be something going on here that's different about this person in terms of their dress or something. Like maybe they got some sort of beads on now, or they got some sort of necklace on now, or some sort of vibes like that. What else here, Spirit? I have a full moon coming out here as well, too. So yeah, during this spiritual cleansing, which I feel like this person has received many, they've closed out of some sort of cycles or chapters here. Yeah, I have veiled coming out here. Things that they were running from. Things that they were hiding. It's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. And one more for the plot. Yeah, look at this. I have a talisman coming out here. So they do. There's something that they keep on their person here to protect them, ground them. There's something here I feel like about this person's foundation as well, too. I do. I feel like this person, they picked up some sort of practices here. Again, like if you were to get back with this person, you would notice that. Like, okay, I'm praying in the rising when I get up. Or I got to make sure I meditate. Or, you know, I got to make sure I bless myself and do certain things that I feel like is going on here. So I feel like there's something that's going on that you would actually be able to physically see with your eye. Some sort of change that this person has gone through. So, I mean, I'm just saying, Divine Collective. I'm just saying. What deck do I want to do here? Do I want to do this one? You know what? I picked it up. Let's do it. Sometimes I do that to myself. It's like, let me just go with my first thought. So I have Seek Higher Ground here at the bottom of this deck. And then I also have Lighten Up coming out here. So I do. Confirmation. Because I think I said something earlier about this person's energy not being as heavy or as dense here. Somebody is seeking you out. They're the higher version of themselves now. Somebody maybe had to hit rock bottom here as well too. That's what ground is giving me. Somebody hit rock bottom during your separation or some sort of vibes like that. I don't know if you've known anybody to have some sort of like they would drink or maybe do some sort of like drugs or some sort of shit like that. But it feels like to me somebody's clean. I'm hearing I'm clean now. I'm clean. Spirit, what is healer and gratitude? What is healer and gratitude? $31.31 on my timer. Healer and gratitude. So I have let go coming out here. Let go. Why am I hearing DMX? I mean, it's a popular quote anyway. But if you let it go and it comes back to you, then it's yours. So somebody's like, I'm yours. I am yours. Now I want to come back. I feel like as well too, this person had to learn how to let go. Let go of their past here, 666. This person was definitely holding on to something in regards to their childhood here. And obviously it could have been something where they felt like they were let go of. I don't feel like somebody left this person hanging or some sort of shit like that. They left them hanging, they didn't care, or something. I feel like if you consider this person to be selfish at some point in time, it's because whoever was around them growing up, they felt like they were selfish. I don't know why I'm hearing like, well, if they don't care about me, I don't care about me either. Like somebody started doing some foolish shit or something. This person could have even been considered class clown, I'm hearing. Or everything was a joke. You know, I gotta laugh about it to keep from crying. Or some sort of shit. What else here, Spirit? Set healthy limits and boundaries coming out here. So I feel like not only is this person who's had to learn how to set some sort of boundaries, because we have this going in our diagonal row in the center already. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is something that you learned while you were with this person. Like, you know what? I love you, but shit, I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice as well by steady running up behind you trying to make you change and you're not ready to do it. Maybe trying to wait. How long am I going to be waiting? Again, we don't wait and we don't hate on nobody. Okay? At least that's one of my mottos. It's definitely something here about the number, like the 30s here, 36, 37 here. We have a whole bunch of like 30 something numbers. Heavy on 36 here, 37. We got those numbers here twice so far. So I do. Spirit, what is safe travel, shadow, and psychic? Safe travel, shadow, and psychic? Be generous coming out here. Be generous. So yeah, I I feel like what you were doing was overextending. Over giving here is the sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting. I feel like you were trying to show this person again that it was safe. They didn't feel safe. Again, like I said, there was a soul resonance here, but they just did not feel safe. So I feel like you felt like, well, the more I give or the more I show or the more I... they're going to figure it out, right? They're going to come to their senses and realize who it is that I am. But all that did was push this person away because you can't make nobody do shit. I heard bottom of the deck here. There is always a solution here. There is always a solution. So I do. It almost kind of feels like to me, you're the person who was always like, we can fix it, or we can get over the hump, or like, let me help you. And it's like this person was like, no. Just straight up, straight like that. No, like I don't fucking want help right now. Somebody didn't trust. Somebody didn't trust you. Even over here on this veiled energy. Like somebody thought like, you're going to end up doing me just like everybody else has, right? Whatever familiarity that they've gone through with their own home life, mother or father or some sort of shit or the lack thereof. This person feels like they've always had to be their solution. There could be a level of like hyper independence here or some sort of shit like that. Or this person having to take care of themselves to whatever degree. But the solution was always the shadow work. And you are a part of the solution. Which is why I feel like at the very least, even if you don't want to be back with this person, they have to tell you like, I'm grateful for you. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten where it is that I am now. Obviously, the two of y'all were meant to cross paths anyway. So it's like, I do feel like there is somebody here who wants to express something to you. They have to say something to you. But it is. It's like you were offering solutions and this person, they didn't want to hear the shit. Spirit, what is home and new life? Like they would run away from it. Maybe you could consider yourself to be the chaser. They're the runner. Or you know what I feel like as well too? I feel like those energies can change. Because I know sometimes we try to equate one person to being the chaser and then one person to being the runner. But sometimes it can be interchangeable. You know what I mean? So, Spirit, what is home and new life? Home and new life? I have assess coming out here, assess. So this person, they've sat back with themselves. They've thought about where it is that they are now, where it is that they're going. Maybe even too, in this vertical row, somebody they were fucking off with a karmic. A karmic masculine, karmic feminine energy here. And that's when they really probably started to wake up as well too. Like, I'm tired of living this lifestyle. Or you don't love me for real. Shit, I don't even think I love your ass that much for real. And again, karmics come into our lives to teach us lessons, to help us get out of the loop. And maybe that's something else that was going on over here. Maybe there was some sort of karmic feminine here. Some sort of comparison here. And it's like, you're not like my old lady, my old dude, my old them they, or whatever the case may be. So I do feel like there was a level of comparison, obviously assessment here. Distinguishing who's who and what's what. It's like, can I move into my future with this karmic energy? Or do I need to be moving into this future with my divine energy? And maybe even too, going back to this healer and this psychic energy, maybe this person, they started kind of tapping into their spirituality. I feel like they was tapping into it when they were with you anyway, but I feel like something really hit them like a surge when they got on this karmic path here. That's what something kind of feels like to me. What else here, Spirit? Home, new life, and assess here. I have expect the best coming out here. And there's a little keyhole here as well too. I don't know if for some of you guys you're just arriving home, but even here, home, somebody they do. They consider you home. They want to move in together or come back home or some sort of shit. And I feel like for those of y'all who are in this energy of I want this person back, you can expect the best. Maybe something could move rather quickly when the two of y'all get back together as well, too. You do get the house. You do end up getting pregnant. Or you impregnate this person, whoever you are watching this. Maybe you two start making plans when it does come to assessments. What do you want, or what do you see for us, or something. But even there's a 22 on expect the best. 222 is alignment. So moving forward towards your life's true calling here, following the routes, safe travel. It's like somebody's soul never left yours. Is what it feels like to me. Somebody could potentially have some form of a gift for you here as well too. There's a gift in this little keyhole. But there's also like this gift of life. Maybe for some of you guys, you want to be mothers or something. So it's like, have a baby with me. Or I want you to have my baby or some sort of shit. Spirit, what is time, magic, and power? Time, magic, and power. And for some of y'all, another thing that Spirit is telling me too, there could be something that's going on here where you guys are getting ready to come into divine union with your person, but you haven't met them in this life yet because they've been on some form of a karmic path. So now they're getting ready to come into union with you. So that's something else Spirit team just gave me as well. Spirit, what is magic, power, and time? Magic, power, and time? I have free your creativity coming out here. Yeah. So I feel like there was something that was going on here where this person was under some form of a spell work. Again, going back to the loop here, where it's like they couldn't create. There could have been something going on here with their solar plexus, even their sacral here. Roots, I'm hearing. Crown, throat chakra as well too. I feel like somebody as well too, I feel like this is also speaking to an inner child energy. See how she's painting, she's having a good time doing what she's doing. So something was definitely connected to somebody's inner child here. I feel like somebody felt like they lost their voice. And it's like somebody was stuck in the past. Time, stuck in the past here. There could also be something here about a father. Power. Some sort of a power structure. Power struggle. I don't know if this person and their father used to argue a lot. Or some sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. I feel like another reason why someone didn't express themselves, something could be cultural here as well too. But it's also giving me the vibe of like men don't cry, or you better man up, or some sort of shit. If this is like a masculine for you. And again, this could even be the same thing with the feminine energy. Because that happened to me growing up. I could throw myself in there. Like not being able to express certain emotions, or you shouldn't have these emotions, or suck it up type shit. So maybe that's how this person felt. Like you need to suck this shit up or something. Or trying to feel their way through things on their own or something. Somebody could have used to stay in their room a lot as well. Or some sort of shit. What else here, Spirit? I have write it down, and then I also have trouble ahead coming out here. Yeah, so I do. I feel like somebody was assessing where it is that they were, and they said, you know what? If I continue down this karmic path, there's going to be more trouble here for me. So I need to go see a healer to tell me what the fuck to do. That's what something feels like to me. Like somebody, again, rock bottom, wit's end, sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. It's almost like somebody writing a script, like a doctor, right? They write a script for you so that you can go and get your medication. That's what I'm seeing with this write it down. So somebody has some homework to do, is what it sounds like to me. And they completed their assignment. There could also be something here as well, too, about something that was written written for this person. Obviously, we all have things written for us, right? Our Akashic records, how things are going to play out, our destiny, which I feel like is a big part of this reading, especially when it comes to you being involved with this person. Again, I do feel like there is a twin flame situation going on here. But I also feel like in regards to going back to this magic or something, it almost feels like to me, whatever was sent this person's way, this negativity or this spiritual attack, like somebody I feel like has some sort of intention to break somebody or something. To break somebody, break them down. So when they met you, although in a safe space, you were requiring somebody to rebuild themselves. And that was painful. They were not ready for this shit. They weren't ready. But again, now is the time, or the time has passed here. So now someone feels like it's divine timing to reunite with you, or just to unite with you in general. Spirit, what is lucky, boundaries, and shift? Lucky, boundaries, and shift. So I have help from beyond coming out here. And work with your healers. Okay? So I kind of feel like this is going both ways. I feel like we already know that this person has been working with their healers. Okay? But I feel like for some of y'all, this is something that you're going to end up doing. I feel like you've always been kind of like on this wave. Like I said, I feel like you were a couple of steps ahead of this person anyway. But it feels like to me, you're going to go within. For some of y'all, like I said, you might be clear cut on a decision here. I ain't getting back with this twin flame. I ain't doing it. But for some of y'all, I feel like you're like, you know what? Let me get back to you on that. Because again, this shit is unexpected. An unexpected shift, 0505, and an unexpected development entering in your life and impacting how you feel. So it says right here, this is a chance to reevaluate, a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. We got a shift right here. So like I said, what I'm not going to do in my readings is lie to motherfuckers. That's not what we're here for. So just because something happened with somebody and y'all, I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, well, somebody is still a piece of shit or somebody hasn't changed. I'm going to give credit where it's fucking due. So again, whether you want to be with them or not, that's up to you. But I'm not going to take away the fact that somebody has done the work. So I do feel like there is something that's going on here where it's like if you feel like you need to go within and pray on something, take your time. You have every right to do that. And I feel like this is even you potentially working with your healers. Who heals the healer? We all need help. So this might even be you going to your person, your psychic. Like, hey, can you do a little reading for me real quick? Can you do a little like, let me see. I need a little divination done. Okay? And like I said, for some of y'all, your boundaries might be in a place now where it's like, nope. But I feel like for some of y'all as well, too, setting healthy limits and boundaries, with boundaries being here, there's a discussion that needs to be had between the two of y'all. What is it that you expect going into this new season with this person? Where are y'all both at? Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. All of it. No stone left unturned. And I feel like this person is willing to have this conversation with you because they consider themselves lucky, blessed, that you even want to have a conversation with them. And shit, for those of y'all who are like, you know what, I'll hear this person out. You know, yeah, go ahead and thank me, boo. Or some sort of shit like that. I do. I feel like there's something that's going on for some of y'all where you still might just take a listen to this person. And they'll be lucky just knowing that you opened yourself up, ding, to have a conversation with them for a period of time. Spirit, what is courage and karmic path? Courage and karmic path. I have bring in the joy guides coming out here. Bring in the joy guides. I feel like somebody realized that the karmic path really wasn't where they wanted to be. It didn't really make them happy. It was temporary. It wasn't permanent. It was for the time being, but it wasn't forever. I feel like somebody got a kick out of some shit for a minute. Maybe it was like an ego boost with this courage energy being out here. It's like I feel like somebody was praised for mindless behavior. Foul shit. Some sort of vibes like that. Whoever this karmic is that they were resonating with, somebody's name could be Ron. A school bus just went by. Ron's transportation. We obviously know this person is trying to come your way. Ronald, Ronaldo. I'm hearing about entertainment. Entertainment? Somebody found the karmic path entertaining. More exciting. Not so much work. Yeah, until they hit this rock bottom. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I told you, confirmation. Do what you love. Dang. This person, they loved this shit for a period of time. Spirit told me to look at the bottom. Change your story. But then something ended up hitting where this person said, I got to change this story. This is not what I want to do. This is not long term. Can't be. What, I'm supposed to be 48 doing this shit, 46 doing this shit, 45, 27, 34, 44, 32, 24. How old? Whatever the age is. I do kind of feel like there was something going on with whoever this karmic was as well, too, that kind of noticed this person shifting or changing. And I feel like whoever the karmic is, they weren't on that type of time. It feels like to me somebody was still trying to feed somebody's shortcomings. This is almost giving me the vibe, too, of like, let's say you tell a friend, you know what, I'm not going to drink this month. Or I'm not drinking anymore, whatever the case may be, right? And then the following day, they hand you a drink. It's like, I just told you I wasn't trying to drink. So it's like somebody was still trying to feed a lower frequency. So I feel like this person maybe felt like disrespected. But then it's like, well, you are disrespecting yourself. It's like it became literally a mirror. This person, they started understanding what was going on without being able to put a name on something. Until they met some sort of healer here or some shit. Spirit, what is knowledge and transmute? Knowledge and transmute. I have reconsider coming out here. Reconsider. Yeah, trouble ahead. This vertical row. Don't that look like trouble ahead to you? That's why this chick is looking back on this card. There could be something here about passing the torch. New life, new life. Yeah, this person, they do. It's something about they want kids or something. And they want better for their children, or they don't want their children to do what they did or some sort of shit like that. But I do feel like this is more confirmation of this person wondering, like, well, what is my divine feminine going through? Or maybe my divine masculine going through? What ways are they shifting? I know they're going to have a lot of boundaries when I get back. But will they still reconsider me after I've gained this knowledge here? Now that I know how to transmute my energy, heal myself here? Or are they just going to still see me the same way? So it's like everybody, I feel like this person is trying to do everything, rather, in their power to get you back. Because it's like, I feel like somebody is putting themselves first, which I feel like you should do on your spiritual journey. Because it's personal. But then I also feel like this person has never forgotten about you. Like you've always been the other portion to this journey, or the other piece to this journey. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. Call on divine support. So I'm getting two things. This person obviously called on some form of support here. We already know that. But then we have divine feminine in the same horizontal row. Somebody's getting ready to call their divine feminine or divine masculine. The horns are blowing and shit. I told you, time. Something is time. And maybe for some of y'all, especially those of you that are still resonating with this person and this is what you still want, maybe you feel this shit. I feel that shit. I feel that shit. Okay? Maybe you still feel it. There's a fire here. Fire right here as well, too. I don't care what somebody up in here say. Somebody still has love or passion for this person. Like I said, I know some of y'all are done with the shit. It is what it is. But I feel like for whoever somebody is that I'm reading for, you still love this person deeply or something. And maybe even two, you've had a couple of relationships or a relationship since this person. And I don't know, maybe it just didn't feel good or feel right. Or it's like, you know, you still want that person or something. Spirit, what is death and fire? I have accept support coming out here. Accept support. I do. I feel like for some of you guys, you're going to accept this person back. I just do. I'm telling you, you're going to take some sort of action here to accept this person back. This new version of who it is that they are. I have be grateful at the bottom. Yeah. Somebody is. We got a gratitude card up there. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this shit. Dance in the fire. 3 fire cards. Come on now. There's one already here. I just pointed out that fire, and here comes another one. Somebody, you about to be excited. I'm also getting a sexual vibe here as well, too. Like, ooh. Passionate love making. This is the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here, honey. Whew. There could also be something here about burn and release. Burn and release. Shadow work here. Again, we do have candles. And maybe that's something else that this person does. Hell, maybe this is even too something that you could have taught them if you guys were already together prior to this. Or there's more that this person is also willing to learn. When you come back to this person. Or again, y'all are meeting for the first time in this lifetime here. Or something. There could be something here about dancing. Maybe you like to dance. You love music or something like that. This is like the person who wakes you up at 3 a.m. to just dance with them. Why am I seeing Love Jones? Y'all remember that one part where Nina and Darius, they got back together and they went on the date and she slept upstairs, he slept downstairs, and he kept begging her to come upstairs, and it was like, no, you can't come up here, you know, we're starting over, we're not sleeping together on the first date, even though they already did sleep together on the first date. And then eventually he ended up going upstairs and playing a record, and they both danced to the record. So, I don't know. Spirit, what is divine feminine and new moon? I got a Love Jones for you. Somebody, listen, y'all got a Love Jones. I got a Love Jones. They got a Love Jones for you. They jonesing. Whew. I'm just saying, don't be mad at me, baby man. Spirit, what is divine feminine and new moon? Divine feminine and new moon. I got lighten up coming out here. Lighten up. I mean, I'm just saying, I feel like, you know, if you want this person back, you should get back together. I'm just saying. Or even like I said, for those of y'all that this is the first time that you're meeting in this lifetime, and this person has gone through some form of their karmic path or karmic lessons, I do. Like, something feels good, y'all. And I can't deny it. I can't. And maybe even too, for some of y'all, you've been manifesting this. You've been manifesting this person to come back to you, or manifesting this person to just come to you in general, to stop fucking off of whatever karmics it is that they have and finally come home to their baby or some sort of shit like that. I have pivot and pray. I'm telling you, confirmation. Somebody has. Some sort of divine feminine here has been praying for their divine masculine. And again, it can be whatever the genders are, right? Their energies. But it is. And somebody will again, change. And up here it says change your story to pivot, to reroute, to come back, or to come to me. So whatever way, like, you see this reading for yourself. But that's what something feels like to me. You've literally manifested this. So honestly, what I'm going to say here is, again, I feel like some of you guys, you may not want them. But I feel like for the most part of whoever it is that I'm reading for today, you want this person back, or you've been manifesting this person back, or you just been manifesting this person to come to you and get off of their karmic path. So I'm just saying. What's at the bottom? I have wait coming out here. I told you somebody was hoping that you would wait on them. I also have embrace the adventure. I feel like somebody had to get used to, hi. People be like walking down the street, they just be looking at me. Just like, yes, I'm a person, I'm up here. You see my hat? I don't know, maybe it's the hats that stand out because they're so damn bright or some shit. But I feel like this person had to embrace the adventure here, embrace the journey, the spiritual journey. And maybe for some of you guys too, it's funny because in a read I did, I think the last reading where I was talking about removing yourself from the outcome. I do feel like while somebody was praying or manifesting or some shit, maybe you started doing that as well too. Like, I can't sit up here and, I don't know, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not wait, but like, get so stuck on how I want something to work out. It'll work out in whichever way it is meant to work out. If we're meant to come back to each other, we will. Again, up here, what I said. And if we don't, then we just fucking don't. So I feel like there was something that was going on here where the both of you guys were embracing where it is that you were on this journey. What else here, Spirit? Let your higher self lead. Yeah, so somebody is in their higher version here. And then one more for the plot. Observe, don't absorb coming out here. So I feel like this is also something else that this person has had to learn. Maybe the both of you guys. I feel like it almost feels like to me, whatever your emotions are, or whatever it is that you feel like you're experiencing here, you don't have to own that. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have to own that. You don't have to own that. Just acknowledge it for what it is. Because even too, I feel like with this person, especially being the one who was kind of like, I don't want to deal with it. They're running away. They don't want to. That's what something almost kind of feels like to me with this card. Or somebody might have to take a step back sometimes. Like, okay, how am I feeling? Because I feel like they're still like on this path of learning as well too. I feel like they're way better. They're much better, but they're still on the path of learning. So it's like, okay, how am I feeling? How does this make me feel? Right? Still receiving some sort of help from beyond here, calling on divine support. Learning how to let go. Like, okay, maybe am I having like a little trigger right now or something? But like, it's okay. Again, I'm safe. I'm safe. My divine feminine, I'm safe. I'm safe. So it's like somebody might have to remind themselves of that. Because again, they're still willing to learn. They're willing to try. They're willing to show you who they are. And that they're serious about committing to you. It's what something feels like to me. Let's see. What tarot deck do we want to go into? Let's just do this pink one. Because I feel like we have a lot of, like pink and magentas and oranges and all types of stuff like that. And I feel like this tarot deck kind of has the same vibe to it. Let's be consistent. What's at the bottom here? I have the King of Wands coming out here. There's definitely something about, I feel like, fire energy. Fire, 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 fire. What else here, Spirit? And look at this, the Ace of Swords. Somebody is coming back clear as fucking day. Somebody is coming back. They are telling you the truth. This is the truth. Somebody they are. It's like they're reformed. They're not with the Playboy life anymore here, or avoiding, practicing avoidance here. Maybe not so superficial anymore, or worried about how they look all the damn time. Maybe that was something else. And it's not even just giving me like in style or clothing, but literally. Again, maybe going back to this father. Like always feeling like they gotta be tough, rough and tough and stuff. Or whatever the case may be here. Spirit, what is healer gratitude? Set healthy limits and boundaries and let go. Healer gratitude, set healthy limits and boundaries and let go. So I have the star coming out here. Talk about healing. You can't make this shit up. Aquarius energy coming out with the 8 of Wands coming out here. Somebody feels like you're their star. You're their star. You're their star. Somebody has found some sort of balance here within themselves. I feel like even too within their own masculine and feminine energies. I feel like this person's karmic path had a lot to do with being overly masculine. That's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. But now somebody is receiving some sort of justice here at the bottom of the deck. Libra energy. Heavy on the air energy here as well too. But that's funny. Air, fire, they both complement each other. So again, these could be your elements or signs here, but regardless of what the sign is, again, complementary. Opposite, but complementary. What is this? I have the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups coming out here as well too. So it is. I feel like somebody is ready to come back to tell you the truth. The truth, again, the Ace of Swords here, about what really went on with them, what happened to them. Because like I said, I feel like some of y'all know some of the things about this person, but you don't know their full story. And again, I feel like it has something to do with this person not wanting you to look at them a certain type of way or judge them or some sort of shit like that. So it's like somebody has gained some sort of wisdom here, which is what the 8 of Cups is as well too. But it feels like to me with the 4 of Pentacles preceding that, it's giving me the vibe of some sort of gem, something that they can hold on to, something that is lasting here. So it doesn't feel like to me this person went in for a quick fix, or they're coming back to just shoot the shit with you for a little period of time, and then they're going to go back to who it is that they were before. Somebody is grounded, or they're planted. They've planted a seed here. They've waited for some of it to grow, and now they're flourishing in this best version of themselves, or this higher version of themselves. So it is. Somebody's coming back to seek you out. Or they're on their journey to look for you here. The two of you guys are getting ready again to cross paths. So I feel like there's some sort of masculine here who's in touch with their emotions now. Spirit, what is safe travel? Shadow psychic, be generous, and there is always a solution. Shadow, safe travel, psychic, there is a solution, be generous. So I have temperance coming out here. I knew you was already on this type of time, Sagittarius energy. So you were already on your spiritual journey, like I said, when you met this person. And then for some of y'all, I do feel like you're a healer yourself. And whatever your own right is here, it's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting. Yeah, you wanted to invest into this person. Bottom of the deck, I heard 7 of Pentacles coming out. I do. I feel like you were the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting and the leg work here during this first go round for those of y'all who've already come across this person. It's like, it feels like to me, wanting to see the best in someone. Or it's like you knew what somebody had to give. You saw the potential. Or some sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. I feel like somebody was waiting for you to drop the ball. Or some sort of shit like that. I kind of feel like, too, this person did try to... I don't know if you left them or they left you. But I feel like for those of y'all who ended up kind of throwing your hands up in this situation... Something to me does kind of feel like, see, I knew they was going to fucking leave me. But then it's also like posing a question back at this person like, well, what did you think I was going to end up doing? Like, still sitting here to be treated this way? Or not acknowledged? Not loved properly? Like, you know what I mean? It's like we have to be rational here. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. Maybe there was something going on with that. And maybe there were certain times here where you thought this person was being irrational or something. I have the King of Cups coming out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I feel like this is both you and this person. Again, this person was emotionally unavailable. You were asking this person to invest into themselves, to change themselves, to become a better version of themselves. You are already loving. You are already giving. You are already wearing your heart on your sleeve. I feel like you dominate in that area, especially with the masculine energy coming out. But I feel like as well, too, it was also about you learning how to even love yourself more. Because it's like, I can give, and I can give, and I can give, and I can give. But if you're not getting anything back, you're going to start to feel empty. Or like you're on E, right? So that's what something kind of feels like to me. It's like, I feel like at the same time, while this person maybe had more shadow work to do than you still had some form of shadow work to do here. I have the Ten of Cups coming out here, the Justice, and then also the Two of Swords coming out. So I feel like you already like knew who this person was or something. It was like trying to convince this person of who it is that they were. But it's like they didn't see it. They didn't see it. They couldn't see it. With the Two of Swords coming out here, right? The person on this card is blindfolded. So it's like, I'm right in front of you. I'm right here. It's like, hello? Like, that's what I feel like you were doing. Like, every day of this fucking relationship or some shit. And then at some point, somebody made a choice. And it feels like to me the choice was like to separate or some sort of shit like that. Yeah, confirmation. I have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups coming out here. Single. So somebody chose to be single here. Or they felt like that's what was best. Like, this is my wish fulfillment right now. And you know what it feels like to me? It might have been this person who ended up leaving. For some of y'all. Because remember, this person was like, you know what? I'm about to enjoy this fucking karmic path. I can't do this shit. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to require of me. But, it's like, I feel like this person, again, there was a soul resonance. It's like, you are wish fulfillment, but this feels unfamiliar to me. This shit is scaring the fuck out of me. So I'm going to go back to what I know. And, like, I don't know. Like, that's what something feels like to me. Sirens are going off. Confirmation. Spirit, what is home, new life, assess and expect the best? Home, new life, assess and expect the best. Ooh, I got the Ten of Pentacles coming out. I told you this person wants to have a family with you. Look at that shit. Y'all already got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles out here. Somebody, they do. This person as well, too. I don't know if you already knew them to have their finances together or some sort of shit like that. But somebody is definitely coming back with some money in their pockets, honey. Okay? Or more money in their pockets or some sort of shit like that. What is this? Look at this. I have the Four of Wands coming out here. There goes your twin flame. Oh, my God. There is something here about a house. The Four of Wands is a house. We already got the home card. And then we got this card with the keyhole in it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I'm going to tell y'all everything. Even the dirty parts. I don't know why I'm getting this sexual vibe here. But I don't know. Brace yourselves. But I don't know if the two of y'all ever like, okay, like you're having intercourse here, right? And then this person, they just rest in it. Or some sort of shit like that, okay? The phallus is still in the yoni or whatever the fuck you whatever hole, okay? But somebody likes to rest in it or some shit, or that they miss that. Like, y'all sleeping literally together or some shit. These sirens are going off, honey, okay? Yes, bitch. I got the fucking lovers coming out here. Gemini. Somebody do. This is your person, honey. This is your person. Talk about one soul, two bodies here. Shit, it's almost sounding like one body in a fucking minute. It is. This person is like, let's get it on. Oh, baby. Let's get it on. Okay, I told you. The Empress to the Three of Cups. Oh, somebody's ready to celebrate, honey. That's what I'm like. This love making is going to be, ooh, so passionate. You going to get pregnant. Somebody going to get pregnant. Pregnant. You might even have 3 little ones here or some shit. Or something like that. But there's definitely some form of reconciliation that's going on here. Again, Those of y'all that don't want this person, I mean, hey. But I do. I feel like for whoever it is that I'm reading for today, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like you love this person. You love them. You wanted them back. You've been praying on this shit. And here the fuck they come. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Y'all nasty. Spirit. What is magic, time, power? Free your creativity. Write it down and trouble ahead. Magic, time, power, free your creativity. Write it down and trouble ahead. Lord have mercy. And maybe this person too, like they didn't have a good representation of what a loving marriage is like. Maybe when it came to their own parents, whether they were together or not together or some shit. What else here, Spirit? I got the moon coming out here. I got the moon coming out here in the reverse and the Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse. Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, so something came to the light. Maybe about some sort of moon magic here. Moon magic that was done to this person. Or again, like I said, even if it's not moon magic, it's something that was on replay that this person was being told. Maybe even two lies about themselves. Again, argumentative energy, chaos within the home. I don't know, somebody, they do music or they write poetry or I feel like there's some sort of way here in which this person has a creative outlet or something. To confirmation. To assist them in times where they're experiencing trouble or something. Like they were encouraged to start to do this. Or to get back into doing this. Or some sort of shit like that. Yeah. Somebody, a group or somebody here. I feel like encourage somebody to do this. But then I also feel like with this Three of Pentacles coming out here as well too. Something to me does feel like this person has some sort of a tumultuous life or something. I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, but like maybe even too, like both parents could have been there, but they were always arguing or something. Like arguing, getting back together, arguing, getting back together. Or it was crazy reckless in there, but mom never left. Or, you know, dad was, I don't know. That's what some kind of feels like to me. So it's like all somebody knew here was trouble. But see, that's another reason why I kind of feel like maybe that's why I was getting that class clown energy. Because it is. Sometimes like class clowns, bullies, they be going through a lot of shit at home, which is why they come to school and they act out or they do certain things. So I'm kind of getting that sort of vibe here as well too. Or maybe you could have known this person to be a comedian. Like they are funny, but everything is not a joke. Or like some sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Whoa. Yeah, look at this. I have the Seven of Swords coming out here. I feel like this was a way for this person to cover up the fact that they were in pain or hurting. In so many fucking words. And I feel like as well too, these parents obviously did this person a disservice. And again, as we get older, we start to learn our parents are people too. They got their own shit that they're going through. They got their own journey, you know, that they have to adhere to. But, you know, when you take on the title of parent, that's something different. So I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I almost want to say like the responsibilities that these parents kind of felt like they had in regards to being good parents was kind of like not a thing here. Yeah, I have the Tower coming out here in the reverse, Scorpio energy. So I do. I don't know why I get this vibe of like this person's parents had them, but they didn't change or they didn't start to grow for the better or some sort of shit like that. And it was always explosives going on in this fucking house or some sort of shit like that. That's what something kind of feels like to me. Yeah, a lot of confusion, a lot of bullshit, Seven of Cups. So I do. I feel like a lot of this stuff came out maybe in some sort of healing session with this person. Maybe even too, this masculine energy becoming acquainted, again, with their emotions. Maybe a lot of tears here, screaming. I feel like I'm getting as well too. Freeing themselves. Free your creativity. Free yourself. Spirit, what is lucky, shift, boundaries, help from beyond and work with your healers? Lucky, shift, boundaries, help from beyond and work with your healers. I have the Four of Cups coming out here, and then I also have the Six of Swords coming out here. So I do. I feel like in this time that you have been separated from this individual, okay, or not with this individual, but they're coming in for you, I do kind of feel like there were some sort of shifts that you went through that maybe weren't as pleasant. I feel like obviously this shows a level of rejection towards this person, or maybe even to just feeling rejected. Maybe that's something else you were going through too. Because remember earlier too, I was kind of talking about that choose me or pick me energy. And again, I feel like even though this person is your person, still, you shouldn't be in that sort of energy. Right? Again, trying to prove yourself or prove your self-worth or your love or some sort of shit like that. So I feel like you moving on or moving into calmer waters here is also this space where now you've created some sort of boundaries with yourself. You've worked on yourself. So I feel like a point where you're not going to put up with the same shit again. And I feel like this person, like they already know that. Yeah, confirmation, the Seven of Wands. More confirmation on boundaries. You're not going to put up with this shit again. If you say that you're coming back, if you say you're coming back over here to love me properly this time, then that's what I expect. And you know what? For some of y'all, you might even do something here where it's like you give this person one shot. And again, that's not to say like someone that won't make mistakes or, you know, like the relationship's just going to be perfect and happy-go-lucky all the fucking time. But it feels like to me, things that you've already known to have dealt with this person in regards to this relationship not being successful the first time around, that you're not going to do again. So I do. I feel like there's something going on here where this person feels like, oh, I'm lucky. They're going to give me another shot or another opportunity here possibly, or, you know, they're going to work with me. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So I do. I feel like this is a part of the path, a part of the destiny. Again, please do not chew my head off if you don't want this person back. But that's what I feel like I'm reading for. Like this was a part of the plan here. For this divine masculine to come back to their Empress, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune in our diagonal row, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Six of Swords here, after some level of disappointment with the Four of Cups. And I feel like, too, even with this person, kind of sitting here with, okay, this is what I have, but God has something better for me, right? I'm looking at these three cups, and I don't like them. So somebody is going with the divine route. Spirit, what is courage, karmic path? Bring in the joy, guys. Do what you love and change your story. Courage, karmic path. Bring in the joy, guys. Do what you love. Change your story. So this person had to change the storyline. Talking about something they love, the karmic path. Yeah, it's funny to me. I had death that came out here sideways. Scorpio energy. And then I also have the Ace of Cups coming out here. And then I also have the Two of Wands coming out. So this person, they did. While they were on this karmic path, they were definitely in some form of struggle. I do. It's like, okay, when you're drunk, right? You're having a good time. Yeah, we're living it up tonight. But tomorrow, you're going to pay for it with that hangover, right? Like, damn, I ain't never drinking again. But then what you do next weekend? You went back out and you drank again. So that's what something kind of feels like to me over here. It's like somebody was going back and forth between, I mean, I could stop or I could keep doing it. And it feels like to me somebody kept fucking doing it. That was their plan for a period of time. Ace of Cups, and there is. I don't know why I get this vibe of drinking. Something about drinking here. Or this person utilizing something here to, you know, keep them away from the pain or having to face their fears or face the pain. It's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting. I have the Queen of Cups coming out here at the bottom. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I feel like I'm getting two vibes off of this. This Queen of Cups could have been somebody that they were taking the karmic path here with. Okay? But I also feel like this Queen of Cups represents you as well, too. Because at some point in time, this person, they loved being over here with this person. But then I feel like on the flip side, because we have death sideways, somebody was still thinking about you the entire time. Not even really able to get you off of their mind. Because again, their soul was still resonating with yours. And maybe somebody was struggling with that. Like, damn, why haven't I gotten over this person? Or why am I still thinking about this motherfucker? It's like I can't shake them. I feel like somebody even tried that. Like, they tried everything in their power to shake you. But it's like, damn, I can't. The Wheel of Fortune, this is my person. The moon in the reverse. Like, I am waking the fuck up. I can't continue to run from the tower anymore. I gotta just let the tower fucking happen. I gotta let it fall. And stop self-sabotaging myself. Out here with all these third parties and other options and it's like I feel like somebody got frustrated or some shit. Yeah, look at that. I have the Two of Cups coming out here and then the Five of Wands. It's like all these other connections that they're trying to get in to heal themselves. It's like that wasn't the answer anymore. So that's why they ended up changing their story. Spirit, what is knowledge, transmute, reconsider, and call on divine support? Knowledge, transmute, reconsider, and call on divine support. I got the World coming out here. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So this person, they done seen a couple of things since I feel like the two of you guys have been in separation. Maybe this person could also have several people here as well too. Again, going back to that spiritual counsel here. Because again, I feel like someone is grateful for you. They're grateful for whoever this person is in human form. They're grateful for the fact that they are acquainted with their ancestors and their spirit guides now, with God now. There's some sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. It's almost like if it wasn't for y'all, this person wouldn't have been able to reconsider. Reconsider the fact that they could end something in their foolish ways, in this karmic path. Close out this portal for a new one here. Yeah, for something new. Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, like I said, this person being involved and tapped into their emotions is something that's new for them. This knowledge that they've obtained here. But it's like, I feel like somebody's excited about it as well too. Confirmation, the Ace of Swords coming back out again. It's like they're excited about this. It's like that kid of yours who comes home and they drew this picture at school today and they just want to show you what it looks like and they're so excited. It's like, can you put it on the fridge? Can you, it's like, almost like when you first go through your spiritual awakening, even too, when you're unlearning and relearning. And it's like you just want to go out there and share with everybody what's really going on. And again, the conspiracies, and they're not really conspiracies, but they're the fucking truth. And look at this. Like, that's what somebody wants you to do. Like, look at this. Look at me. It's almost the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Just like a little kid or something. Yeah, look at this. I have the Chariot coming out. Cancer energy. And that's funny because Cancer is the mother. So it is. There's some sort of way here in which I feel like you've loved this person or nurtured this person. It was absent at the crib. But this person had to learn how to do it for themselves first. Show up for themselves first. Go back to how that little boy felt. Go back to how that little girl felt. And let that shit sink in. Tear them apart with the tower. And be the phoenix that rose from the fucking ashes. That's exactly what the hell is going on here. And that's why all this fire is down here. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What is death, fire, accept, support, and dance in the fire? This person is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Death, fire, accept, support, and dance in the fire. So I have the Hanged Man coming out here, Pisces energy. So yeah, something took somebody a period of time, but they have a changed perspective here. Again, out with the old and in with the new. Yeah, I have the Page of Swords coming out here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I told you this person was still watching you or some sort of shit like that. Maybe somebody sees you living your life too, right? You're doing all of the things, right? Because fire is action energy. So they see you enjoying life. They want to enjoy life with you. Or some sort of vibes. Yeah, look at that shit. The sun coming out here, Leo energy. Woo! Heavy on the fire, honey. You are. I do feel like somebody, you are in a space here. Like I said, you've gotten rid of the outcome or let go of the outcome. Like I said, maybe you potentially have been praying for this person, trying to manifest them back as well too. But it's like, you know what? I'm also going to live. And again, I feel like maybe some of you guys, you've hung out with a couple of people, maybe dated a couple of people, seen what's out there or some shit. But I feel like there's some sort of space in your heart where it's like this person still resides or something. I heard split the deck here. I have the Page of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I do. I feel like you saw what was out there, or see, you know, what someone had to offer you. I feel like you blocked certain people. You've rejected certain people here. Maybe still single with the Nine of Pentacles coming out here in our vertical row. Waiting for your King of Cups. And there's a match. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups coming out here. So I do. That's why I was like, I feel like somebody here, you still are in love with this person. They are in love with you. They just didn't know how to express it. At all. It's what something kind of feels like to me here. So I do. I kind of feel like you've had your couple of people or whatever, but they just haven't done it for you. They're fucking pages. They just haven't done it for you the way that this person has. It's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. Even despite, again, their shortcomings or some sort of shit like that. Yeah, I have Judgment, the Devil, and then I have the Knight of Wands coming out here as well, too. Libra energy, Capricorn, and then Aries, Leo, Sag coming out here. So I do. I feel like maybe some of the other people that you've been kicking it with or something, it is. I feel like there's something about, yeah, they're not the one. They're out here still playing games. They're foolish as well. I really don't have time for this. Or they just want sex. Or some sort of shit that I feel like I'm getting here. So I feel like the sun has set on some of these motherfuckers here. And you're just kind of doing your thing. Spirit, what is Divine Feminine, New Moon, lighten up, pray, and pivot? Divine Feminine, New Moon, lighten up, pray, and pivot. I have the Knight of Cups coming out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I'm telling you, somebody's coming in your direction, Divine Feminine. Whoever this person is. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the Hermit coming out here, Virgo. And then I also have the High Priestess coming out here, Cancer, Pisces energy. And some of y'all, you know. I'm telling you, for some of y'all, you are a fucking, like, priestess here. A priestess, a healer, a psychic, whatever the case may be. Just had to wait for this person to gain the knowledge. Toughen up. Wisen up here. I know that's not a word, but I'm making it one today. And again, I don't even want to say that. Like, oh, you had to wait. Because again, we don't wait. We don't hate. We don't. But I do feel like there's something going on here where it's like your love was on reserve or some shit. Your heart was on reserve. Because again, I do feel like you kind of went out there and you saw what was out there. Two. That was a big two. But it is. I don't know. Like, I just get this vibe of like, this is what you still want or some shit. Like, I do. And I feel like even your own intuition is telling you this. And again, I feel like with the Hermit coming out here as well too, you're going to see that this person has done the work. Six of Wands coming out here. Success. I feel like somebody's ready to come back to show you who they are. And also, too, don't mind the world seeing them. The world in this horizontal row. In this way. Because, again, remember, somebody was having difficulty showing up with their feminine features as well, too. Like, I got to look a certain way, and I got to be tough, and I got to be, and I got to be, and I got to be. It's like somebody doesn't care about that anymore. It's like they want to shout from the top of the fucking mountain here that they love you. They're in love with you. I'm in love, world. I'm a simp. Okay? While motherfuckers be trying to clown Russell Wilson, bitch, he's winning. They both winning. Russell and Sierra are both out in this bitch winning. Russell Wilson is the prime example to me of a divine masculine energy. Literally. Russell Wilson and Sierra can hold significance here. Okay. Let's get one more and then let's see who's resonating. But I feel like this is going to be a successful relationship from this point on. Look at that shit. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords coming out together. I am done. I'm done. I'm done with the both of y'all. Y'all both want each other. I don't give a damn. I don't know who I'm reading for, but whoever I'm reading for, you want this person. You do. This person's getting ready to come in and talk to you, and it looked like to me you got a response. I love you. I love you too. Oh my God, I miss you so much. Spirit, who's resonating with this reading? But I love that though. Two people, you know, y'all want to come back together and it's right this time. Shit, who am I to, you know, love is love. It is what it is. I got Aquarius coming out here. Who else here, Spirit? I got Leo. Somebody, Aquarius, Leo, North Node, South Node sort of situation here. Flip it, rub it up, and smack it. I have Aries coming out. I'm not surprised to see fire coming out, honey. We got heavy fire energy. I got Big Cat coming out here as well, too. Who else here, Spirit? Oh, shit. I got Scorpio. Scorp. Who else here, Spirit? I got Taurus coming out here. Who else? Damn, I got another Aries coming out. I got Virgo. In our honorable mention, we got Cancer. So we have Aquarius, Leo, heavy on the Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. Honorable mention is Cancer. Of course, this can be your sign or the sign of this twin flame individual. Okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, Mercury, Saturn. Mars. And I want to say that that's it. And then heavy on the sun and the moon here. Heavy on Venus. And I'm also going to say heavy on your north node as well too. Okay? So I love y'all so much as usual. Thank y'all for being here with me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype up the video if you feel called. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.